Okay, let's talk about Luka Dončić. Is he performing actual, well, magic on the basketball court?
It really feels like that sometimes, doesn't it?
Seriously, we've got this courtside commentary evidence, play-by-play, that kind of suggests it might not just be hyperbole.
That raw reaction is key, I think.
Totally. Did you hear that one analyst called what seemed like a normal Dončić pass a whip pass underneath?
Yeah. Like, what does that even mean for a pass? The force, the angle.
Exactly. What is going on with his game that gets that kind of, visceral reaction?
It really puts you right there on the sideline, hearing it unfold in real time. It's more than just seeing the highlight later.
Absolutely. Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive. We dig into the details that really define greatness.
And today, it's all about Luka.
Yep, you sent us this really fascinating transcript of live basketball commentary. Our mission today, figure out why Luka Magic isn't just a nickname.
Right, why it might actually be, the scariest thing for opponents in the entire league.
We want to pinpoint those moments, the specific plays that make these seasoned commentators just go, wow, that looked like magic right there.
So let's start with the passes. Because the commentary, it's just full of them.
Unbelievable passes. Let's dive in.
It's amazing how varied they are, even in this one stretch we looked at. Like, there's a no-look pass to the corner for a three, just threads the needle.
And that whip pass underneath to Real Dodd you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, imagine the speed, the accuracy needed for that, especially in traffic.
Seriously. And then the behind-the-back pass, the commentator just says.
Just an amazing behind-the-back pass.
Right. Like, no extra words needed. The play speaks for itself.
It really does. Says it all.
But it keeps going. There's another one, a pass right to the rim, defense all over him.
He seems to thrive under pressure.
And a touchdown pass to James. Like a quarterback.
Yeah, across the court, perfect spiral. Well, not a spiral, but you know what I mean. Perfect placement.
Then an alley-oop, also to James. Then he gets a steal, instantly finds James again for a layup.
Quick thinking, sees the whole floor.
There's also a pretty pass to Doncic for three. A transition pass called perfection.
Perfection, high praise.
So when you hear all these descriptions, whip pass, amazing perfection, what makes these passes different from, say, a standard NBA assist?
Well, I think it's the element of surprise, maybe, and the sheer difficulty he just ignores.
Yeah, there's nothing.
That whip pass, it's not just getting it there, it's the speed, the unexpected angle that cuts through the defense,
Yeah,
right?
catches them off guard.
And the behind the back, that's pure risk reward. Insane skill, but also he just knows where his guy will be.
That anticipation?
And perfection in transition. That's reading the play maybe 2 steps ahead of everyone else. Putting the ball exactly where it needs to be when it needs to be there.
So how does a player even develop that kind of sixth sense on the court? It's uncanny.
It really is something else. Almost like he sees the game in slow motion.
Feels like a different level sometimes. But okay, the magic, it isn't just the passing, is it? The commentary is just as stunned by his scoring.
Oh, absolutely. Especially how he scores. Some of these shots are just improbable.
The one-legged step back. The commentator flat out calls it magic.
Yeah. I mean, a one-legged fadeaway, that's already tough. But the balance, the accuracy, it's mystifying for defenders.
How do you even guard that?
You probably don't. Then there's the circus-type shot under a double team. What does that even bring to mind for you?
Just total improvisation. Like flinging it up while falling down and somehow it goes in. Acrobatics.
Exactly. Defying physics, almost.
And the confidence. Sinking a three, barely looks, just turns to his own bench like, yep, did that.
That's more than just skill, isn't it? That's psychological. That's a statement.
It really is. And what about that downtown hit? The commentator said he looked like he was on a trampoline.
Yeah, that's a great description.
Because of the leverage, right. What does it tell you about his unique physical ability on those long shots?
Yeah. That trampoline thing is interesting. It suggests he generates incredible power from awkward spots. Like amazing core strength, maybe an unconventional shooting form, but obviously super effective.
So if he can hit from deep, even when off balance.
It just stretches the defense thin, doesn't it? You can't leave him. But if you get too close, he drives. It puts defenders in a total bind, a constant guessing game.
So how do you game plan for that? It feels impossible.
It really makes you wonder.
And we also hear about him getting fouled constantly.
Yeah.
Driving, shooting, getting and-ones.
Fading away over defenders.
The step-back threes. The commentator says, another step back by Luka that's 2 in a row. It's just inevitable.
He's got his spots, his go-to moves, that long three described as a favorite.
It's constant scoring from everywhere.
Yeah.
It's got to be demoralizing for the other team.
Absolutely. And that ties back to why this Luka Magic might be the scariest thing, right? It's the sheer variety of the attack.
Yeah, not just one thing.
It's not one or two moves you can focus on stopping. He adapts. He hits you from everywhere, passing, scoring. It's relentless.
Like trying to guard someone with 5 arms.
Exactly. A hydra, like you said earlier, cut off one way he scores, he finds 2 others.
And a huge part of this, the commentary points it out, is how he creates mismatches. He just creates so many mismatches. What does that mean, really, in practical terms?
Well, a mismatch is basically getting an opponent defending you who can't really handle you effectively.
Okay.
So for Luka, with his size and skill, maybe he gets a smaller guard switched onto him. He can just post him up or shoot over him.
Too small.
Or maybe a slower, bigger guy tries to guard him on the perimeter. He can just drive right past him.
Too slow.
Exactly. He uses his body, his handles, his vision to find those spots where the defense is vulnerable and just exploits them ruthlessly.
Which puts enormous pressure on the D. They're constantly scrambling, rotating.
Often ending up in even worse positions.
Yeah.
It's a chain reaction.
And the transcript is just littered with him drawing fouls. On drives, on shots. This isn't just luck, is it?
Oh, definitely not. Drawing fouls is a real skill, an art form almost.
How does that amplify his threat? Beyond just the free points, I mean.
Well, the free throws are huge, obviously. Easy points. But maybe even bigger. It gets the other team's players into foul trouble.
Right. Key guys might have to sit.
Exactly. Or they have to play less aggressively on defense to avoid picking up another foul. It changes their whole approach.
So it disrupts the game flow, makes them hesitant.
Which just opens up more space for Luka and his teammates. It's a compounding advantage. He controls the terms of engagement.
Okay, so when you put it all together, the passes that seem impossible.
The circus shots, the step backs.
Creating mismatches, seemingly at will.
Drawing fouls constantly.
You really start to see it, don't you? Why facing Luka Magic might just be the most, terrifying challenge in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. It's how all these different skills just mesh together into this overwhelming offensive force. The commentator even said he's controlling everything on the offensive end.
Yeah. And there was that bit about his toughness too, right? Getting rolled around like a motorcycle, but still coming up with the ball.
Yeah. That shows the grit, the determination behind the skill. It's not just finesse.
And turning to the bench after a score, that's pure confidence. He knows he's got the upper hand.
So after breaking down all these specific examples from the commentary, what feels like the absolute hardest part of trying to defend him? If you had to pick one thing.
Oh, man. It's the unpredictability, I think. You just, you never know what's coming next. The pass, the drive, the step back.
The commit to stopping one thing.
And it burns you with another. It feels like you're always one step behind, always reacting. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
And that really raises the core question, doesn't it? How do you strategize against that? Do you try and limit his scoring? Okay, but then he might pick you apart with passes.
Try to shut down his playmaking. Good luck, he might just drop 50 points on you.
The commentary suggests that there's no easy answer, no foolproof plan. And maybe that's the scariest part, that inevitability.
So wrapping this up, our deep dive into this courtside view, it really shows a player whose impact goes way beyond the box score.
Yeah, Luka Dončić. His passing vision is elite. His scoring is just breathtaking sometimes in its difficulty.
And his ability to manipulate defenses, create those mismatches, draw fouls, it's relentless pressure.
And hearing the commentators, these guys who watch basketball all day, every day, react with such raw, awe, it really drives home the effect he has.
It's not just what he does, it's how it makes you feel watching it.
That disbelief factor.
So, thinking about all this, is Luka Magic just a cool nickname? Or does it signal something bigger, like a fundamental change in how one guy can just dominate a game?
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are there other athletes, maybe in different sports even, who give you that same feeling, that sense of unpredictable brilliance where opponents just look helpless?
Yeah, that what can you even do feeling. Are we seeing a new kind of offensive engine emerge?
Someone who blends scoring and playmaking at maybe an unprecedented level. It's definitely something to think about.
Well, if you found this look into Luka Magic fascinating, let us know. Which moment we talked about, or maybe one we didn't, stands out most to you.
Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And hey, if you want more deep dives like this, exploring what makes greatness tick, definitely hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, let us know what you think. What's the most magical Luka play you've ever witnessed?